let me introduce you to Svante Nordberg. Svante has earned a living as a World Cup ski racer. He specialised in the Super G event. He earned event wins on the World Cup, his most famous being on the notoriously icy slopes in Kitzbühel, Austria. Always a football fanatic, he never possessed the same talent on the pitch that he did on the slopes. Unfortunately, Svante's career as a ski racer was cut short due to one meniscus tear too many. He retired just before he turned 31. This gave Svante the opportunity to follow his other passion in life: football. Svante joined his local club back home in Sweden. The board were impressed with his knowledge of the game, so much so they offered him the opportunity to earn his coaching badges and learn from the team's staff. Helsingborgs have suffered a similar fate to that of Svante's skiing career. They were one of the founding members of the Swedish football pyramid and were the most successful side in the country over the first 4 or 5 decades. However, in 1968, Helsingborgs fell into the lower tiers for the first time and wouldn't return to the top flight for a torturous 24 years. The club finally returned to the top flight in 1992, which also coincided with a certain Henrik Larsson joining the club. The team would stay in the top flight for the next 25 years, a moderately successful spell which included a couple of titles, the latest of which came in 2011. However, 5 years later, the club was relegated back to the Superettan yet again. It was almost a given that Helsingborgs would jump straight back to the top flight. However, they could only muster a dismal 7th place in the 2017 season. Fans began to fear another barren period for the club was just beginning. And here is where Helsingborgs and Svante's stories truly align. February 2018, Svante is unveiled as the new Helsingborgs manager. The board were particularly impressed with his tactical and player development philosophies, which earned him his first major role in the world of football. Svante's football philosophy is centred around positionless football. A hipster, if you will, he looks for similar attributes in his players no matter their position on the pitch. In possession, he looks for his team to play quick, short passing in an attempt to rip the other team apart. Out of possession, his teams press relentlessly in an attempt to force errors and win the ball back quickly. Svante considers a player's mind to be absolutely critical to success. He demands his players to be intelligent both with and without the ball. When looking at FM, the key areas Svante looks for is composure, anticipation, decisions, off the ball and positioning. The combination of these attributes allow for his players to be in the correct place to make the correct play at the correct time. Svante looks for his team to play at a high tempo, something which requires effort and athleticism. When looking at Football Manager, attributes Svante looks for are work rate, stamina, quickness and balance. The combination of these attributes allow for his players to cover a lot of ground quickly and effectively. Technical attributes are very specific to each position. However, Svante's system absolutely requires each player to be strong with the ball at their feet. He also likes to play beautiful football. This means first touch and technique are preferred in all of his players. So here we have the 3 pillars to success according to Svante's philosophy. So what does Svante want to achieve during his time at Helsingborgs? Of course, it goes without saying that on the pitch success is going to be crucial. In the short term, Svante wants to get promoted back to the Allsvenskan within 1 to 2 years. In the long term, he wants Helsingborgs to become a dominant force in Sweden once again. Secondly, Helsingborgs will sign and develop players with Svante's philosophy in mind. This means sticking to the 3 pillars. Next, Svante wants to ensure a financially sound club at all times. This means that each player has a price at which he will be sold in the transfer market. And finally, one of the true long-term goals for this save is improving football in Sweden. Svante wants to help Swedish football become some of the best in the world. He knows this goal will take a huge amount of dedication. However, hopefully this is something he can achieve. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that little introduction. I thought I'd try something different again. I don't know what you guys will make of it, but hopefully you're looking forward to following Svante on this journey with me. I can't wait to get started with this, so yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.